Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing tech tips and tricks on a 2013 to 2019 Ford F-150 front brakes and rotors. Gonna have to keep up, we're going real quick here. Here's the tools I use, let's get to it. First I'm going to jack it up. Always make sure you support it with the jack stand after you get the wheels off the ground. Also a good idea to chalk your wheels before you get going on this part. Our next step here is going to be to remove the 6 22mm lug nuts and wheel and place it off to the side. Lifting the truck until it's just off the ground makes that step much easier. Now we're going to remove the 13mm caliper bolts. With the caliper still in place, I'm going to take a pry bar and pry against the rotor, forcing the caliper outward and compressing the caliper piston. Now you don't want to let these hang on the brake lines as it can cause damage, so I always take a bungee cord and get it supported up here. We're going to pop off our pads and remove the 21mm caliper bracket bolts. These are pretty tight, so I use a big ratchet or breaker bar and finish with my impact here just to zip them off. Now after you have the bracket out of place, we're going to start working on removing the rotor. And I like to tap on it with the soft face hammer and a little bit of penetrating oil. Depending on where you live, you might struggle a lot more with this step. I'm in Colorado, so these come off fairly easy. But yeah, penetrating oil along the face and inside of the stud holes will help massively. Now we're going to install a new rotor and reinstall our caliper bracket. That's the 21mm. I like to tighten them in with the gun and then finish them up by hand with my long ratchet or breaker bar. We're going to clean our new rotor. They always come with a light coat of oil for shipping purposes, so we want to get all of that off. Now we're going to remove our slide pins, clean them off really well. If there was any rust, I would wire wheel them. On these there were not. And use a high quality extreme ceramic brake grease. It's this purple stuff that they sell at CarQuest or Napa, AutoZone. It's Permatex brand. Also going to apply a slight coating of grease to the slide hardware that I've reinstalled and the back of the pads. Now you have to be mindful about what pad goes where. These ones were marked inside outside. You have to know that the inside pad has little ears on the outside, and if you install them incorrectly, they will bind. Now we're going to reinstall our caliper. It should go on easily if you compressed it like we talked about, those 13mm bolts. We're going to reinstall our wheel here, all 6 of the 22mm lug nuts. And after we're done with that, we're going to lower the vehicle slightly and, following a star pattern, torque them to 150 foot-pounds. We'll lower the vehicle just till the wheel touches so it doesn't spin while we're torquing. And that's pretty much it. Now we're going to remove the jack, lower the vehicle, and repeat on the other side. Congratulations, you're done. Like and subscribe if this was helpful.